Um, I am coming to offer myself to the individuals of the Augusta community, primarily the second district, to allow me the opportunity to serve them for a second term as their county commissioner, as their representative on the commission. I believe that I've done a very good job in in representing the people in a very professional, a sound manner. I'm an individual that thinks before I speak most times, and I'm very concerned about making decisions without facts. And that's one of the things that I pride myself on, being very informed of an issue prior to voting on it and being realistic with how I feel the public feel about certain issues. And I've always made myself available. I'm sure there will be some individuals that would say that I'm not a very good candidate because I didn't answer the phone call in 2 or 3 hours, but I do my very best to answer all phone calls that I receive from the public and inquiries and requests to take care of certain actions. And I also, in trying to satisfy the needs and the desires of the individuals in the community, I try to explain to them what is the normal process. Because commissioners, we should not be able to pick up the telephone and call downtown and get something done just because somebody wants it done right then. Because our process, we have a process, a work order system that items and jobs that need to be taken care of in the community are listed, and they're addressed as needed and as the manpower and funding is available. I believe with my work with my colleagues regarding the stormwater fee, that was a very good and bold step to take by the commission, because no one wants to increase their taxes and increase any type of additional bills in a household. But we've done a lot of great things with improving our community and our drainage situation here in Augusta. We haven't been able to hit every place, all the areas as well as we want to, but as time allows, we will get to those areas. And as a general rule, I think most of the public, especially those that have benefited from the work that the stormwater issue has allowed in their areas, they appreciate what has been done and our efforts in trying to improve on it. With the cyber facility being placed here in Augusta, it has really told us in leadership and really the community how important Augusta has become to our state, and how important it is for our community to be sure that they elect well qualified, and the word qualified is suggestive, but quality leadership in making decisions for our community. We have to eliminate making decisions based upon emotion and not really fact, and taking an issue that the general informed public may not be aware of all the factors, and escalate the importance of it when it's really not an issue, but it's just made a issue due to verbal communications with everyone. Along with the stormwater fee and the cyber situation, as an individual, I've been asked to talk to a few businesses that was thinking about coming to town by some of our real estate organizations or businesses, and I've always made myself available to to pitch Augusta. Even when traveling, I always do my best to let people know I wear my Augusta pin and things like that, and people always ask you about Augusta, and I try to sell Augusta because I think Augusta is one of, if not the very best place in the world to live. We have our issues, we have our problems, but we also have well-minded people well-balanced thinking people in addressing the concerns that we do have in our community. And we're just like any other community. We have problems. We have issues that people want to always agree with, and you go have a block in the middle of the road. But we have the ability to work out those issues and improve our community, you know, in every way. My pitch is all of us as citizens of this community have a responsibility to the community, and we're not. We can't just sit back and let things happen and fuss about it and not put our concerns in the right hands to be addressed. So, that's one of the things. And like I said, I don't have nothing super that I've done by myself because it requires a team. It requires a team because we have 10 members on the commission and plus the mayor. So therefore, we have to be able to, as individuals, work with one another and sometimes support something that you may not be in total agreement for the common good of the majority of the citizens, and that's what I look out for. Yes, I represent District 2, but I'm very concerned about Augusta as a whole, because if Augusta as a whole does not prepare itself and perform properly, District 2 cannot prepare and perform properly.
And District 2, just for folks who don't know, what areas of Augusta are in District 2?
It's quite a bit. Well, if you go down, I have some of the inner city down on Martin Luther King Drive, down toward the railroads tracks, over to Old Savannah Road and Cross Gordon Highway to the Hyde Park area, and that's another success. More work has been done in the Hyde Park area than in the last 3 years than it has in quite a few years. When I came to Augusta in '79, Hyde Park was an issue. So we've been able to get all the people out of there. There's still some problems with property, and that's the nature of things. And we were able to get all of those people that lived over there relocated and benefit from the overall project. Also, then I would come up to, I would go over to, I have some area on Windsor Spring Road. I have some area all on Peach Orchard Road and the other side of Peach Orchard Road in the back there by Chester's and Smith Drive. And we've done a lot of stormwater issues over there. They don't have the flooding that they had 2 years ago over there. And that's a big improvement because we had sewage backing up out of the ground and all of that. A lot of that issues have been addressed, and they're continue doing work over in that area to improve the drainage. Then you would come. I have the Richmond Hill area up to about Lumpkin Road. Then I go over to North Lake and Riceboro Road, and I have the Summer Chase subdivision. I have Valley Park, I have Daniel Field. I come on down, I have Highland Park area, and then I come on down to Troop Street, and then I have the Pendleton King Park area, and then we go on over toward Gordon Highway area. So it's not a good clear boundary line that you could say, well, Jackson Road to North Lake, that you could square it off. So it's quite a bit, and it runs down by old Essie McIntyre Way, 15th Street up in there. So I have quite a large area. And one of the issues with District 2 is that I have probably more dilapidated houses and vacant lots than anywhere. The city has done a great job in the last several years in tearing down a lot of the dilapidated houses and things like that, and trying to keep the lots cut. But the more houses you tear down, the more lots you develop that require being cut. So it's a lot of things, and I've tried to represent the city everywhere I go. When I'm asked to attend a function or some activity, I do my best to try to attend. But as we know, this is a part-time position. Sometimes it's difficult to attend everything that you have to attend, and plus have your own private life. So that's kind of difficult sometimes. But as a whole, I am very proud of the things that I've been involved in and helped with here as an individual elected for public office at Augusta. And I believe that I can do more and probably better these next 4 years representing the people from the 2nd District. Yes. Well, speaking of the park, it's still in litigation as to what can be done and things like that. But as far as the city is concerned, we're still leasing the park month by month. And we hope, I'm pretty much assured that the outcome will be very positive for members in this community, that Pendleton King Park will remain a park in our community, because it's a good asset. This afternoon, there's a bunch of people up here with their dogs in the dog parks, people throughout the park walking, and a couple of people having a sandwich at lunchtime, I'm assuming. And it's just a good place to come and escape from the hassle of everyday traffic and everyday life. Just sit out under the trees and enjoy the calmness of the day.